Ranger fans? I'm Bryan Montgomery, joined today by head coach Brandon Hickman of the Jesuit Ranger football squad. The Rangers set to take on WT White on Friday at Post Hill Stadium. Coach, before we turn our attention to the Longhorns, let's talk about Irving Nimitz. Last week, the Rangers picking up their fourth shutout of the season and the second consecutive clean sheet. Talk about the defensive game plan going into that game and how well the team executed.
Our game plan was great. I mean, Coach Thompson and staff did an excellent job preparing for Nimitz. And, I thought our kids played really hard. I thought we tackled well. I thought we got a couple turnovers there in the third quarter that were big. And just played an outstanding game of football defensively, and kids really flying around to the football.
And then along with the defense, the Rangers had an outstanding run game, but that once again was really constructed by an unsung hero of the entire team, that offensive line. Talk about the development of that unit throughout the season and how they've been able to really be a key component of this team's success.
Our offensive line has done a great job throughout the season. I mean, we've been able to run the ball in every game and control the clock, which has been huge. 3 out of 5 of them are juniors, and we've got a couple other guys that are rotating in there that are juniors as well, and one senior. And they just did an outstanding job all season. We're hoping that they keep improving each week and finishing blocks and playing with that, kind of mean streak, nasty attitude that I want them to play with.
And now one big piece of that team and the way that the Rangers have been able to find such success is just striking early, striking often in that first quarter. We've seen opening drives go pretty much the length of the field for a majority of the team's games this year and ending up in points. So how important is that to you as an offensive-minded coach to just get the ball, get down there, and score?
You always want to get off to a good start. Every game that we play, we want to get off to a great start. That opening drive is key to kind of setting the tempo of the game. We have not lost a coin toss the last couple of weeks, so we've been able to take the ball and go down and drive and get a score. Last week we were able to go for it on fourth down, which was big on that first series there, and convert that. And so, you always want to get off to a good start and, keep momentum rolling into the next quarter.
How does it feel? How excited are the players to know they're finally going to be able to play in front of the home crowd again?
Oh, they're excited. I mean, you can't beat, Post Hill Stadium on a Friday night. The atmosphere, the tailgating, everything going on. We've also got the band now that's going to be in the end zone of the field, which is something new that I think is going to be really cool, that they'll be able to play really loud down there on the field. And, it's just nice to be back home. Irving Stadium has been a great stadium for us to play in. We get to play there again next week. But being home, there's nothing like that, and playing in front of a good crowd and hopefully a loud crowd for these seniors.
And then talk about that game going into it. The Longhorns, an offensively powered team. And for the Rangers, definitely an opportunity. You're ranked 9th in the area. You're ranked number 24 according to Max Preps in the state of Texas. What does the team have to do to keep this machine rolling as you head into the home stretch of district play?
We have to stay focused, and have a good week of practice. And this week's been a good week. I think the kids had a lot of energy yesterday out at practice. Felt like they were very focused. And finish strong. That's something we want to do. And, we're cutting practice down a little bit on Wednesdays to kind of keep the kids fresh before this last stretch here in the district, because our kids are very busy. They've got a lot going on with school, and we want to keep those guys sharp and be ready to go here for these last three district games heading into the playoffs.
All right, well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you on Friday. Once again, the Rangers taking on WT White at Post Hill Stadium in the annual battle for the saddle. And as always, Ranger fans, be sure to keep it locked in to JesuitRangers.org for all of your up-to-date Rangers info.